Okay, let me start off by saying I haven't seen Aquaman yet. I'm seeing it this Saturday, December the 15th. So once it does come out, I will post it, review for it. But I just want to say this because I'm going through some of these reviews, right? About Aquaman, and it really infuriates me. I ain't say infuriate like I'm raging bull mad, but it's upsetting to me that a lot of these reviewers, it's almost like they're reviewing the movie like it's a joke, and I'm just tired of that. Like, this is a whole genre of adored fans like myself, when it's, that we grew up on and like, and you can just tell by the way they're reading it that it's kind of like, oh, hey, we got another Greek god. We got another generic story about a guy who's a Greek god. Because of DC, that's the purpose of Aquaman and the DC, DC characters. DC characters are gods trying to be humans, whereas Marvel is the reverse. It's more of humans ascending to be gods. So that's just one instance where I'm just saying, like, y'all literally went into the movie trying to nitpick about what's not good and what isn't good. You just walked in there and look at the screen like, okay, let me look for all the stuff that I can nitpick on. What could be looked at as stupid? Oh, it's campy. Oh, that was cheesy. But it's just like, here's one of my issues with doing that. It's like, when it comes to DC movies, that seems like all the people who watch it go in to do. They go in to watch it and be like, oh, let me find the cheese, let me find the bad parts and talk about it. But it just seems like, disclaimer, I'm a fan of Marvel and DC, so I'm not a DC fanboy. I like everything. I'm a comic book fan in general. I'm a nerd. I like all of that stuff. But it's like they don't put the same magnifying glass on any of the Marvel films. And this is not to say the Marvel films are bad, because I watch all of them too. But I would like to see them use the same microscope on DC on Marvel. Like, I read one review, and it was saying Aquaman has flaws within its own logic. Like, how can Mirror breathe underwater, but other ones need a Lentian gear to breathe underwater? I'm like, that's part of the Aquaman world. I'm guessing the whole people in each of the seven kingdoms adapt to underwater differently, just doesn't even register. But to you, somebody shrinking to an ant size or growing to a building size is perfectly logical in your head. I don't know. It's just things like that. Like, you can't sit there and say that and then turn around and you allow Marvel to just do what they want. I don't like that, yo. Like, and again, reviews ain't gonna change my experience. I've liked every DC movie that's come out, so I don't really care about the reviews, but I just don't like it that they always have this narrative of painting the picture a certain way, and what that does is it could possibly make the studio want to change it with how they want to move forward, because they see these critics not liking them. Hence what happened with Justice League. What happened with Batman vs Superman didn't get the best critics, even though it made $900 million, but the critics didn't like it, so they butchered Suicide Squad and they butchered Justice League, and we didn't get the one we want to get. So I don't know. This is just a rant. That's all it is. Like, I'm tired of that. Especially with me. I'm currently working on some art and comic books myself, in hopes to turn from a comic book to possibly a TV show or a movie, whatever it may be. And that's something that plagues my mind. I'm like, are they gonna rip my shit apart just because they're going about looking at it a certain way because it's not a Marvel Studios movie? Like, that's weak to me, man. So hey, Sprint's over. I'm probably gonna get a lot of dislikes and and everything, and called a DC fanboy, but when in actuality I'm a fan of it all. I just want to see the scale being I just want to see it being fair game for all comic book movies. We all winning as fans. We the fans like it, because the fans ain't the ones that's complaining. It's just these critics that just screw stuff up in business, man. Because as business goes, it's analytics. What seems to be working for the critics, which I don't understand, because if the movie makes money, it shouldn't matter what the critics think. So anyway, that's all I got to say. I had to come out and just talk about this, because this is really aggravating, seeing some of these reviewers just not taking it serious and picking the movie apart. But alright, it's long enough. I'm out. I'm going to see you at the 15th, and I'll come back with a review. Peace.